so complicated these days because like, especially with the generation going up now. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants to be heartless, but at the same time, everybody wants to have the title and what it comes with a relationship. And I feel like back in the day, when I was coming up, it was like nobody was scared to put their heart on their sleeve and wear their heart on their sleeve and have people appreciate them for what they really are inside. And I feel like somewhere in the mix that's gotten confused or lost or I don't know what, but hopefully it comes back because that's what I miss. You know what I'm saying? And things that I went through, it's taught me a lot about what I want, you know what I'm saying, and what people want in this world now as far as love.
Oh, I don't know, Jack.
You're the only girl I dated. In 2 months, we get along fine. You do love me, don't you?
I think so, but I'll have to think about it.
I mean, everybody has a different perspective, different perception on it. I mean, I seen you go through a couple stuff yourself. And that's why I feel like, a lot of people can relate to the tribulations and the trials that I went through.
I mean, most definitely. The project's gonna be. I mean, with everything and everything we're doing right now. I mean, a lot of people aren't gonna get their idea of what we're trying to do right now, but for your project, I think a lot of people they're gonna get different views
On love. Yeah, like there's gonna be different parts that people are gonna like relate to and different parts that people that related only to one view of love are gonna to adjust to another side, because I feel like people only get to see and they only think that love is just like always happy and always fun and always doing the right thing with each other, but people don't understand that love can be really, really ugly sometimes and really, really bad and really, really dark. And that's the part that I really want to try to shed light on. And hopefully with this project people will see that there's always two sides to love. You can't think that you going into a relationship wholehearted and everything's gonna be good all the time and everything's gonna be like a honeymoon all the time, because that's not what it is. Everything is not like that. There's gonna be times when you gotta weather the storm and you gotta do it together, but if you're willing to do that, you're gonna get through it. But at the same time, people gotta know and experience the ugliness too to appreciate the light.
Any girl but Nora in 2 months. We're really in love.
Uh-huh. And you were really in love with Betty and Mary and Dallas and I don't know who else. And there'll be others, I suppose.
Oh, no. That's over with. Bob, Nora's the prettiest girl I've ever known. She's just as beautiful as...
Beautiful. And you think that's all that matters? Oh, hurry up and get in bed, will you?
Bob, did you feel this way when you fell in love with Jean?
Oh, look. I've felt that way lots of times. The trouble with you is, you don't seem to understand what love is really about. You young punks go to the movies a couple of times, do a little necking, and you think you're in love. I've never seen anything like it.
All I wanted to do was ask. You don't have to get sore about it, do you?
In a relationship. See, I've been there. I know what it's like. I felt that before, that loveless aspect, you know what I'm saying, and the love aspect. And right now I'm somewhere between trying to figure that out, trying to, explain to people what it's like being in the middle of those two things. That's what this project is about. Being somewhere in the middle and trying to explain to the world what it feels like being in that middle. Mm-hmm. Not being one way and not being the other way. So hopefully this is, a lot of myself actually, but hopefully people get to appreciate that part. Literally, I'm trying to put my heart out there so people can see it.
I mean, I don't think people are ready for your age. camera guy's not ready.
Nah, he definitely not ready. You know, he definitely not ready.
Camera guy's not ready.
Camera guy's not ready. I'm not ready.
Not
This has been like 3 years in the making coming out. But
I mean, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. A lot of people have the. That's one thing nobody can ever teach you, and that's your parents can't teach you how to love. You know, school can't teach you how to love. Your job can't teach you how to love. Money can't teach you how to love. It's just all of experience, really, and you know, you don't really feel. You know, people say they love you after like a month or so, but how do you know if you love them if you never experienced what that feeling really is? And people are always misjudging their feelings with infatuation.
mm-hmm.
And one thing is people, you know, and they're two different things. Love and infatuation are way two different things, you know. Infatuation is more of a, you know, a fantasy, idealistic
Mm-hmm.
feeling, and like more of just like a thought that you just have. You're like, oh, that girl's like really pretty. I want to be with her or something.
Mother, did you have to keep that? You know, in a way, you were in love even then. Every baby loves its parents for their care and protection. Of course, some people expect that care and protection all their lives. They never grow up. But it is a kind of love. Now, compare that with this picture.
Oh, that's the boy who used to live next door. My, how he did love his teddy bear. Love?
That's right. That's a kind of love, too. Possessiveness. Do we feel at ease together? Are we proud of each other? Do we agree on the basic things such as religion, marriage, children, money, and so on?
Thanks, Mother. I know that'll help.
I hope.
Yeah, I feel like I don't need to tell you, but I feel like, you know, love and lust, they go hand in hand. They're like drugs and alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Love, if you choose the love way, love is, you know, a drug that you're gonna get addicted to, and then it's gonna leave you messed up in the end, like real drugs in society do. And then with lust, I feel like it's a one-time thing. Like when you get drunk for one night, you take the shot, you take your drinks, you feel messed up. At the end of the night, you wake up and everything's gone. That's why people prefer like a one-night stand and stuff like that, because they don't want that long-term addiction of being felt by love. They want something that they can get over quick, and I think that's where this generation and this society is at right now.
I mean, but also people, you know, do one night stands, but also because you don't know if they're just using their body to get through the pain. And I mean, it's not a good way to do it, but you know, some people do that. You know, people let other people use their body even if they don't want them to.
Mm-hmm.
And people always, you know, and even though in the time people would be like, oh, that was, you know, good sex, or
Mm-hmm.
like that was right at the moment, you know, this and that. But like, at the end of the day, deep down, you know, you're hurting.
Oh, definitely.
Your soul is hurting.
That's what I'm saying. Like your body, your soul, and your heart. That's like it's so important to me, because like I feel like that's like currency to yourself. That's like a commodity that's like being wanted at the highest level now, because like that's all people want, is they just want to have a quick fix, a quick, you know, reaction to lust. And I feel like, you know, you have to try to keep that to yourself and give it to the right person.
Yeah.
Somebody that's worth it. Somebody you think is worth it. Somebody that deserves it. Not just give it away like it's $1. It's not. It's something that you should really take, you know, to heart.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, life, you know, you live life for the moments, and out of those moments you expect, you know, it's not the big moments, but it's the little moments that matter the most, because out of those moments, there's always some type of love out of it. And as a person, you most people after their 20s are looking for or searching for some type of love to fulfill, their happiness in their career or whatever they're looking for at the time. And I think that's what a lot of people need help on. You know what I'm saying?
Realizing it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, like that's what this part in the book, in the project is about. It's about